Some think the best way to make housing more affordable is to just build more. A simple case of supply and demand. But there's more to it.
Private developers, this is not a criticism, this is just a fact, are trying to make money. They will tend to build at the higher end.
It really comes down to what kind of housing we're building, like non-profit housing. This project in Griffintown is one such example. Let's take a look.
This is one of our longer builds because it's so high density.
Laurent Levesque has built his career on making housing available to students.
Here we're building 285 units of not-for-profit student housing.
Then what's the rent going to be?
The rent is going to be about 20 to 30% below market.
His non-profit real estate company Utile does it all.
We find land, we hire architects, contractors, and then we own the assets in perpetuity, and that's how you ensure that long-term affordability.
Levesque says his non-profit can build when the private sector can't.
Right now, there's a market slump in housing starts. The nonprofits are building, and we're building in markets where it's difficult to make profits, and that's fine.
There are all kinds of nonprofit housing, from affordable housing where rents are below market value, social housing with rent subsidies for low-income tenants, to transitional housing and shelters that get regular governmental support.
To really tackle the housing crisis, experts say nonprofit housing needs to make up 20% of the housing stock. As it stands now, the latest data shows Quebec is at about 5%. Now, the politicians looking to get your vote want to get to that 20% target, but to get there, some say we need to look at nonprofit housing differently.
We need to make nonprofit housing a real economic sector.
That's where Arachak comes in, an alliance of some 30 housing corporations across Quebec, from owners to nonprofits to co-ops to para-public organizations. It says the best nonprofits need to join forces and be seen as real players in the real estate sector.
We need to stop looking at them like they are helping the poor.
Yeah.
They're helping everyone.
We need to think in terms of portfolios instead of thinking by project. There's always going to be limited government funding available, so we need to stretch those dollars.
And find new ways to attract capital, much like models in Europe that have for decades scaled up nonprofit housing.
In the UK, they have very large housing associations that are not-for-profit businesses, and they borrow billions of pounds from institutions like insurance companies and even pension funds.
A pension fund will never invest in non-market housing unless the government backs that loan.
Canada could follow other countries' leads, but it would require a shift in how society values housing, no matter who is in power. Take France, for example.
But right now, we don't know who's in charge in France. So even if you're a right-wing party, you don't come in and kick down the social housing system for electoral purposes.
Levesque, though, is hopeful.
Never have we seen scaling up not-for-profit housing so importantly entered in every housing policy at every level.
But it's change that could take years to build.